from Bernini. This is the Bernini Lago. Okay, so this is so cool, you guys. This is basically an instant pond. And when I say instant pond, can I show you what I mean? I'm gonna actually pick this up for a second if the camera can come to me. Now, this one is not on, but I wanna show you. See this pretty space back here? Come over here, like look. It's like, okay, I'd love a water feature here. You know what I wouldn't love? Paying someone to come dig up my mulch and then lay the water pipe and then figure out how I'm gonna do drainage. And how about I just do this? Boom, boom, maybe bring up the mulch so it looks like it's been there forever, and then I have a gorgeous, gorgeous fountain. So obviously no water there, but I'll show you. That color is the brownstone. Only 120, and here's the white stone. We have 4 dozen. I presented this last year in the Garden with Sandra. It was one of our most popular items, and it was $96. We are down to the end of what we have left. You're gonna get it home for 3 easy payments of $21.66. So it truly is an instant pond, and here's what you're going to get. All it needs is 4D batteries. So, you know, I put it there, but if it's under this tree, it's not gonna maybe get a lot of light. Totally fine. It's not solar. It's gonna run on 4D batteries. You can turn it off, turn it on anytime you want. And here's how you're gonna get it. So, it comes in 3 pieces basically. You have the base, you have this beautiful kind of picture-like design, and then you have your fountainhead right there. And then literally you just add whatever you want. So if you wanted to put river rocks in here, you can. If you wanted to do maybe seashells, that would be really beautiful. You could, if you wanted to, even put faux florals in here. Like really, the sky's the limit. The only thing we're limited on is how many that we can get out to you. 3 easy payments of $21.66. So with the white stone, now this is one where I suppose you can do it tabletop outdoors. I don't think that this would necessarily be the world's best indoor fountain. You could play around with it, but it's really meant to look so beautiful outside. So when you see this video, and we're down to white stone and brownstone only, do you see how it looks like it's been in that mulch, like someone's come to install it? There's the white sitting out right on the grass. You know, this whole idea of the instant pond fountain, I have a front walkway where I wanted a pond. I even had a guy come out to the house and give me an estimate. And when I realized what it would take to dig up this whole area of my walkway, create a pond, then how was I gonna, like, what was I gonna do to maintain the pond? Putting the liner in. And by the way, I wasn't looking for some giant pond. I just wanted a water feature that looked really natural. You can achieve the same look here for $64.99. So, you know, it's about 11 pounds. And so it's not that heavy, and I just walked back here and stuck it in the mulch. Obviously, the one that I carried back doesn't have any water, but I mean, truly, like, I mean, some of these, obviously, these are, you know, some plants. You can put plants around it. I did not do any digging. All I did is just push some of this mulch up close to make it look more like it's been there forever. So you can have a beautiful pond anytime you want. And then here's what's so cool about it. If I decide I don't want it here, and basically here's how it's gonna come. These are the pieces, so very, very easy. But if I decide I don't want it there, maybe I'm having a party for a birthday or graduation, and I would love this to be in the backyard where everyone's gonna be. Well, guess what? Now it's in the backyard. I can move it anywhere I want. So basically, here's what you're getting. Oh, these are going quickly. 1-800-500-7590. If you want the brownstone, only 110 remain. So this is the base, and it's gonna be weather resistant. You don't have to worry about, obviously, water, right, because it's a pond, but also the sun isn't gonna change the color. And then you just take kind of the base of it, and you stick it right in here. It's gonna be really obvious where you put your batteries. Everything else is just sitting, I can lift it up and show you. Your battery packs, your batteries go right in here. You drop it down. You have your Finial that's gonna come on, and I can show you that here. Then you add water, and you're basically done. So here's the brownstone going super quickly, and then here's the white stone. White stone, we have 3 dozen remaining, and then that's it, it's gone. 3 easy payments of $21.66. So here, I have, listen, the sound, so pretty, right? The sound of water. If you don't have a yard, but you have an area in your deck, you could so easily just put this on the ground of the deck, maybe put some faux florals around it, maybe put some rocks or seashells. And then my sister has a Bernini fountain, and it's on her deck, which is, a second-story deck, and off her kitchen. And she says, on spring and summer mornings, she loves to open up that kitchen door and hear that fountain, and she can hear it in her kitchen and in her family room, and it just sounds so pretty. And this is really a fountain on demand because it's just going to run on 4D batteries. It's completely self-contained. The base is a shallow pond, so you're not filling this up with, gallons and gallons of water. But if you want to make it look completely installed, I would recommend going down to the hardware store or, oh my gosh, even like maybe the craft store and getting those river rocks. Oh, you know what else would be really beautiful? Do you know how like on the outdoor fire pits, a lot of people use those like glass marbles, which you can totally buy at like, craft stores. Go get a bag of those maybe blue glass marbles or green marbles or whatever you want, those pieces of glass. Put them at the base of this. You truly can customize it. If you're the person throwing the anniversary party, the bridal shower, I think you could, in the white, make these absolutely gorgeous. And again, move them where you want to move them. So if you're just joining us, do not wait. We're really, really limited on what is truly an instant pond. In the white stone, we are down to 35 left. That's it. That's all we have left. In this brownstone, fewer than 100. And I'm going to show you again for anyone who missed it. But take a look back here. If this is kind of your area, you have a garden area, and you say, I would love a pond. Well, putting a fountain up is one thing. We could do that pretty easily, A pond is a whole different ball game. Who's going to come out and shovel? Who's going to do the liner? What about algae? It's a whole to-do. But if you just do this, take this, and again, I don't have water in this one, but now, where do I want it? Do I want it here? And I build it up? I kind of like it there, but maybe I'd like it back here. Do you see what? All I have to do is just basically put it where I want it and make it look like it's installed, like it's always been there. And my producer Brian had a good point. He goes, it's so much easier to clean because, and I could build this up all the way around, obviously, but at the end of the season, all I'm doing is taking this out, maybe putting my mulch back where it belongs, and literally hosing this out and maybe wiping this down. That is it. It could not be easier. And then you have something that truly looks and feels and sounds like you have an important water feature, a beautiful pond, but you got it home for 3 easy payments of $21.66. Whitestone, we are down to 2 dozen. Brownstone, 85, and then it's gone. 1-800-500-7590 to order. We would love for you to use that number. And if you're someone who rents, or maybe you're going to be moving, even if you wanted to invest the time and money into a pond, you probably aren't going to do it if somebody else owns the property, or, for a lot of people, maybe you have a homeowners association and that's a whole other can of worms. This is for you if you want a pond, but you don't want the hassle. You want the flexibility to be able to put it where you want. And, take it with you. And I don't mean take it with you like I'm going on vacation, I'm taking a pond. No, you're not going to do that. But take it with you when you move. Or, if your daughter is having that party, you can say to her, do you want me to bring my pond over? We'll make it really pretty for your party. We'll float some flowers in it. Like, you can totally do that as well. Like, think about, floating like gardenias in here. So, like, as an outdoor beautiful centerpiece, and that you could even probably do tabletop. I wouldn't do tabletop indoors only because you can get a little bit of wet around the rim, and while that's not going to matter a lick outdoors, just depending on your indoor furniture, I would be a little cautious of that. So we do have fountains like that one from Scott Living where I'm like, bring it indoors. But this is, I think, truly, if you care about your furniture, and I know I do, this is truly more of an outdoor one. Whitestone is last call. Brownstone, we have 80. That is it. 1-800-500-7590. We did have 4 different colorways. We are down to 2, and soon we will be down to 1 or none. So do not wait. If you're on the line, stay on the line. If you're not on the line, get on the line for that one.